And welcome to Oxford Natatorium tonight. I'm Jim Hughes in tonight. Normally you'll hear Rod Charles. I'm in for Rod for a few of these swim meets. Tonight it's Notre Dame Prep at the Natatorium. We'll have a full line of swimming, some diving as well. My cameraman and producer and director, Joe, he'll be up on top. We're up on top. We're getting a great vantage point. Normally we set up downstairs the broadcast part, but I'm going to have to insist that we set up here from now on. Again, this is going to be a great night here of swimming and diving. The ladies are all ready for that. Come back. We'll be right back. We'll pick it up with the first event here on Oxford Community Television. As the timers line up on the deck, the swimmers will be making their way to the deck as well. And you got to thank all the timers. These are the parents. They actually do double duty. They get their swim and dive people or swim and divers to the competition, and they time as well. A complete family go around event. Again, I did cover a few of these a while back. And again, we normally, as I don't want to. A brand new scoreboard here. Well, a brand new one here for me, actually. And it pretty well it spells everything out on what they're doing, which is kind of a great thing in advance. And they are off for the first event, the girls 200-yard medley relay, as they make their way down into the pool. They are all even pretty neck and neck on the first go-around. They drop back, and now they'll do a lane switch. 4 competitors in each of the groups of swimmers as they get ready for the toss. And they look, we have Notre Dame and Oxford both on at the same length in the pool. They're doing a freestyle now. Lane number 2, Oxford doing really well. As we take a gander at the scoreboard. Again, they'll be doing another switch. There's 4 swimmers in this group heat. Again, it's a great night here in the natatorium, and already up to the 3rd leg in this heat. It looks like Oxford is leading in lane number 4. As they'll get ready to toss it off to the 3rd and final leg here. Oxford leading it right now. Notre Dame very close. Quite exciting. And Oxford dives in first. We got Notre Dame, and it is lane 4 and 6. And Notre Dame Prep has picked up a lead there. Notre Dame Prep leading it right now in lane 5. Oxford in lane number 4. We have 3rd relay B, and that's Pro Notre Dame. It is coming close here. And it looks like we will see a finish of lane number 5. That would be Notre Dame Prep. Coming in lane 4, Oxford. As some of the swimmers will still finish up here. We'll get the final results here. 27 on that heat. 27 lengths, I guess. Or 8 lengths, I should say. I'm trying to get the scoreboard here. I'm reading the scoreboard. Lane 3, it was Notre Dame Prep. Lane number 4, 4th came in with lane 6 was Oxford. Number 5 was Notre Dame Prep. 6 was Oxford, and 7th was Notre Dame Prep. Again, that there, the girls 200 medley relay. Up next will be the girls 200-yard freestyle. They do have 2 heats in this one. We got Joe here. He's filming up and down in the bottom and up on top here. We got a camera up top, one on the bottom. And Joe says, he goes, is there a break in between swims? I go, not really. Right after each other, I said, it slows down a little bit when they get to diving. So it's nonstop.
Girls 200-yard freestyle. There are 2 heats.
Heat number 1 will be lane 3, will be Grace Simon of Notre Dame, Molly Antidoux of Oxford. We have Haley Fox of Notre Dame and Mary LaRocca of Notre Dame. One Oxford person, lane 4. Notre Dame has 3 in this first heat. Again, the girls' 200-yard freestyle on this one. There are 2 heats, followed up by another heat right after this one. As they get ready, we have one Oxford swimmer, lane number 4.
And lane 3, Grace Simon. Lane 4, Molly Antidoux. Lane 5, Haley Fox.
And I'm not quite sure if that'll be a penalized, if that was an early start. I guess we'll find out at the end. But it looks like it's pretty much stacked that Notre Dame Prep may win this heat. They've got 3. Again, the heat number 2, a little bit more balanced for Oxford side. And that'll show you a finish of lane 4, Molly, I believe it's Antidoux. I guess Oxford has, we show Oxford with 4, okay. A little confused on the scoreboard here in this heat. We have 3 Notre Dame Prep, 1 Oxford. As they make their way down for the 3rd length of the pool. .116 on the clock right now, so far in this heat. Again, we're going to have to wait and see if the judges do penalize Oxford because of that early start. Again, not quite sure if that's going to happen or not. 4th length of the heat right now. And I tell you, the scoreboard makes 100% difference. They used to have the other scoreboard up, and I'm not quite sure when this got instilled. To me, it's brand new and very helpful. That shows Haley Fox out of Notre Dame Prep as a first place finisher there, and the 1, Grace Simon in 2, Oxford, Molly Antidoux in 3, and Mary LaRocca in 4. And I do hope I'm saying Molly's Oxford from Oxford, her name, her last name correctly. But she now holds 3rd place as we speak. 6th length of this one. Again, this is the 200-yard freestyle. We'll have another heat followed immediately after that. Number 5, the Notre Dame Prep still holding in very strong at 41:21 on the time, at 2:45 elapsed time on the clock, but about 41 seconds down the pool. Holding in at 3 would be Molly Antidoux, and it looks like it'll be Haley Fox is number 1, Grace Simon number 2, Oxford with a 3rd place finish there, and Mary LaRocca from Notre Dame Prep at 4. We're going to jump to the 2nd heat of this one, and it'll be a pretty well-balanced field.
This is event 2, girls 200-yard freestyle. This is heat 2 of 2.
Now, Molly, actually, she had her record there was 2:57. She has done 2:54 in that. We're now off to the 2nd heat. That'll be Lexi Hobson in lane number 2. Olivia Powell from Notre Dame Prep, number 3. Jordan Matheson, number 4. Elizabeth Gruden, 5. Alex Foster, 6. Tessa Bohm with number 7. A full field right now for Oxford with Notre Dame Prep. Best time for was Jordan Matheson. Her best time on this one is 2:16. We'll see how that plays out. Again, Oxford and Notre Dame Prep pretty well represented here right now in this heat of the girls 200-yard freestyle. We move on right after this one, the girls 200-yard IM. And then we get to the girls 500-yard freestyle. And that does have 3 heats in it, which will be a lengthy coverage of that one. I should say 50-yard freestyle. I was reading that. I was wondering. I was like, 500, wow. No, that's the girls 50-yard freestyle. We got 3 heats coming up in just about a race right after this one and then the next one. Notre Dame Prep still kind of putting the lead on this one. Second is Notre Dame Prep. Third, we got Jordy Matheson, Oxford, who does have a 2:16.14 in this pool on this event. Elizabeth Gruden still holding in for Notre Dame Prep. We're going to watch Jordy Matheson to see where she's at. 2:16 is her record. And it does look like she actually bested her record there. Jordy Matheson with a 4th place finish. She did best her record though at 2:15.30. And they will all stay there and cheer for the last swimmer. And again, you must be reminded about swimming. It's all about personal best. Even though, it is a competition, they still like personal best. And they will cheer the last competitor on. It'll line up like this. First place, Notre Dame Prep. Second, Notre Dame. Third was Olivia Powell, Notre Dame. It was a sweep 1, 2, and 3. But Oxford with 4, 5, and 6. However, Jordy Matheson bested her record, it looks like, in the pool on that one. Her last was 2:16.14. She did a 2:15.30. So that's good news there on that end of it about personal best. Once again, you're watching Oxford Swimming, Oxford Community Television. I urge you to stay tuned for all your local sports here on OCTV as we bring them to you and we bring them closer to home. I'm Jim Hughes. Joe on the bottom with the camera on the bottom. We got one on the top. We got it all covered. Girls 200-yard IM. And the girls on this one, lane 2 will be Oxford. Carol Salaudis, Notre Dame Prep. Alex Williams, lane 3. Bella Delano in lane 4 for Oxford. Emma Selsa of Notre Dame and Nora Wright for Oxford in lane number 6. Again, the competition does move quite quickly. Next race will be the 50-yard freestyle. We got 3 heats on that one. I should mention you can get a copy of this if you want by contacting the Oxford television station. Our number is 248-628-9658. Notre Dame Prep Emma Cicela leading it right now with a 36-24. Notre Dame Prep in for 2 and Bella Delano in lane 4. Best time for this event, Bella Delano has it at 2:48.7. They're down for the 6th length in this. Again, we'll jump right to the girls' 50-yard freestyle with 3 heats well represented by both teams. Oxford probably a little bit more represented in the first heat. It's all Oxford in 1 Notre Dame Prep. So hopefully we'll see a positive sign there as well. Oxford's Kira Saludas as a 3:05 in this. We'll look at their time and see if they bested themselves. Nora Wright had a 2:51. These are the times that they were at before. So we'll see how they did at the end here. Again, it looks like a Notre Dame finish there, but again, about personal best, we'll take a look at that. Bella Delano at 2:50. So she didn't do better herself there. Nora Wright at 2:53. And then we have Kira Solidas at 3:05, and she actually bested herself at 3:02.3 to 33. So congratulations to her for Oxford. Again, they published their latest times in the from the last event, and that was a good thing with her. Jumping quickly to the girls' 50-yard freestyle, that'll have 3 heats to it. Oxford pretty well represented in the first heat. We do have 1 Notre Dame Prep lodged in the middle, Chanel Izza. Lane assignments for this in the first heat: Lily Carter in lane 1, Kaylee Henke, lane 2, Madeline Delaney, lane 3. Lane 4 will be Allison Stramersh. Again, Notre Dame Prep represented in lane 5, Chanel Izza. Isabella Hurston 6, 7 Zoe Cogswell, and Camilla Acosta. Again, Oxford pretty well represented in this heat.
Lane 4, Allison Smackers. Lane 5, Chanel Izza. Lane 6, Isabel Hurst. Lane 7, Zoe Cogswell. Lane 8, Camilla Acosta. On back to seat 203.
And that'll put the finish on that one. And again, it looks like it is a Notre Dame Prep finish. Chanel Izza finished it out with 33.76. Second would be Ali Stremersh. Third, Madeline Delaney. Madeline Delaney, my bad. I'm sorry, the scoreboard. Madeline Delaney at 35.22 was her best time. And she actually stayed consistent at 35.22. Pretty cool. Next heat's going to involve Oxford and Notre Dame Prep, pretty about spaced out equally. Next heat for the 50-yard freestyle. Maddie Eleonore, I hope I'm saying your name right, and if I am not, I do apologize. Ruthie Evans of Notre Dame Prep, Anna Waite of Oxford, Mia Palizzi of Notre Dame Prep, Shane Hoyt of Oxford, Catherine Schmidt of Notre Dame Prep, and Evelyn Kelso of Oxford.
All right, again, this is seat 2 of 3.
Pretty well represented. They will do the 50. Coming up after the third heat, we'll be doing the diving, and that does tend to put a break into it. As they get ready to hit the water on the second heat of this. And they're down. Now the lane to watch out for, it shows Mia Palizzi at 29.58 there. Now we are getting published times here for the times on this for Notre Dame. Ruthie Evans, 31. She had a 32 here before, so she bested herself. Mia Palazzi, I'm saying for Notre Dame, 31, 23. She's bested at 29. And then we also take a look at Evelyn Kelso of Oxford with a time of 34.46. She's done a better time at 32.93. Again, you'll find it with the swimming. It's not all just about the competition. It's about doing better than you did before and besting yourself possibly. Third leg of the heat already up. And the United Swimming is going by fast. Lane number 2, Christina Myers of Oxford. Hannah Hutchinson of Notre Dame Prep. Reagan Wolf of Oxford. Rita Hajar of Notre Dame Prep. Alma May of Oxford. And Lauren Kajanecki of Notre Dame Prep. Oxford best Elena May has a 28-21 in the pool on this. Christina Myers at 28.70. We'll see how they did. Christina Myers, 28.70. She didn't best herself there. Reagan Wolf with a 27.69. She had a 27.49 prior. And then you have Elena May with a 27.73, and she bested herself at 28.21.
Or you can cool down. The pool is now open for pool warm-up or cool down.
They're going to use the pool for cooling down, and they'll get set for the diving to take place, and then on and forward from that point on after that. We have a still full line of swimming going on tonight. I'm Jim Hughes for Oxford Community Television. It's great to be with you again at the natatorium. We'll be right back. We'll pick it up from the diving board on Oxford Community Television. Kristen Alexander again up on the diving board again with a dive 10, forward dive 101, degree of difficulty 1.2. As she'll go to the diving board. And as the announcer announces that the quiet part of the competition, as these divers have to concentrate. And we will watch Kirsten do the first dive of this evening. Again, it's a forward dive, 101, degree of difficulty 1.2. As she comes out of the pool, cheers from the gallery above. She skiers a 3.5 all the way across the board for Oxford. Total of 12.6 for that. Natalie Conkle from Oxford. A reverse dive, 301, degree of difficulty, 1.7. We'll see what score she nets. 4.0, 3.5, and a 4.0. Josie Rayom with a reverse dive, 301, degree of difficulty, 1.6. They are going pretty fast in the diving competition tonight. Again, we thank the scoreboard for helping us out considerably. Perfectly executed there. It looks great. We'll see what score she nets. Right across the board. As the judges have to judge quite quickly. Haven't seen any Notre Dame 2-0, a 2-0, and a 2-0. I guess they didn't like it as much as I did. Tristan Krajarkarski, reverse dive, 301, 1.7, degree of difficulty. We'll see what the judges have to say about that. I'd like to dive a 6-0, 5-5, and a 6-0. Sarah Kohlenberg with a reverse dive, 301 degree of difficulty, 1.6. And okay, we'll see how she does there. Oxford pretty well represented in the swim and dive here. We'll see what the judges have to say about Sarah Kohlenberg.
Judge 1, Judge 2.
The judge was tabulating the score for Sarah. Not seeing a score yet. Again, you're watching Oxford Swim and Dive on the Oxford Community Television Station, OCTV, your hometown sports station. Still waiting for the 4-5, a 4-5, and a 4-5. Judges saw pretty evenly across on that one. Now Notre Dame Prep checking in. Allison Vodo, a reverse dive. 301 with a degree of difficulty of 1.7. Here's Notre Dame's first check-in. And she executes that again, I say perfectly. The judges evidently don't see what I see. Allison Vodo. We'll see what she has to, the judges have to say about that. A 6-0, a 6-5, and a 6-0. They evidently liked it. Reagan Burns from Oxford. A reverse dive, 301, degree of difficulty, 1.6. As she gets ready for her dive. And again, I say they all look like they're doing a great job up here from this vantage point. We'll see what the judges have to say here. A 5-0, a 4-5, and a 4-5. You can't beat that. Back to the top of the list, Kristen Alexander. Forward dive with a .05 twist. 5-1-8 dive, a degree of difficulty of a 1.8. Kristen was our first lead diver out. She gets ready for this one. Again, these divers are all doing a great job tonight.
No flash photography when people are diving, please.
The announcer saying no photography. Obviously, we have a camera, but we don't have a flash on it, so we're allowed to do that. Forward dive again with Kristen Alexander. See what her score is. I guess they rated her at 0-0-0, but again, she can best that next round. Natalie Conkle of Oxford, a forward dive 101C, degree of difficulty 1.2. Natalie Conkle. We have quite a heavy gallery up here tonight. We'll see what Natalie's score is. A 5-0, a 4-5, and a 5-0. The judges liked it. Josie Rayum with a forward dive 101C, a degree of difficulty of 1.2. And again, the swim and dive teams, they compete together, and the dive team actually can really help out, with scores in that. But it's a great competition, swimming and diving together. Tristan Krajarkarski from Oxford, a reverse somersault, 302.16. A degree of difficulty there. A 5-5, a 5-5, and a 5-5. They liked it. Sarah Kohlenberg from Oxford, a reverse somersault, 302C, degree of difficulty about 1.6. We'll see what the judges have to say there. And then we'll have our Notre Dame Prep solo diver check in. I believe that's our Notre Dame Prep. We'll see how she does, but 5.5, a 5.5, and a 5.5.
Allison doing a 302C.
Oxford leading the diving competition right now. Allison Vodo of Notre Dame Prep. Reverse somersault 302C, degree of difficulty 1.6. As she executes that. Wait for her score. 5.0, 5.5, and a 6. Counting it right up 1, 2, and 3 on that one. Reagan Burns of Oxford, a back dive, 201, degree of difficulty 1.6. The judges went 5.5, 5.0, 5.5, and 6 on that last one. Reagan Burns with a back dive, 201.16 degree of difficulty. See what Reagan comes up with here, where she's our 7th diver in the comp. 5.5 and a 5.5 and a 5.5. They liked it. Back to the lead, and our number 1 diver, our number 1 Kirsten Alexander with a back dive, 201A, degree of difficulty 1.7. Judges have been pretty consistent on their judging here too, as well. She gets ready for this dive. Thinking about it. And she goes off the board. Again, got to be quite stressful to be up there and a full natatorium full of people watching you. We'll see what our 3.5, a 3.0, and a 3.0. Natalie Conkle with a forward somersault 102C with a degree of difficulty of 1.4. We'll see how that goes on there. We'll see what the judges have to say.
Judge 2.
5.0, 5.0, and a 4.5.
Josie doing a 103C, forward 1.5 somersault.
Josie Reum with a forward 1.5 somersault with a 103C. It looks like she might have a change up. I'm not sure. A 1.6 degree of difficulty. And she does execute that well.
Judge 2. Award.
A 4.5, a 4.5, and a 6.5.
Doing a 51.22B.
Tristan Krajakarski, a forward somersault, 1 twist, 5.122. Degree of difficulty on this one is a 1.9. After getting ready to do this one. And that forward somersault with a twist. We'll see what they have to say about that.
Award 0. Sarah, 103C.
Sarah Kohlenberg at a 1.5 somersault, 1.5 somersault, 103 degree of difficulty 1.6. And now our Notre Dame Prep competitor. We'll check in 5.0, 5.0, 5.0, 5.0 for Sarah. Allison Vodo for Notre Dame Prep. She's got a back dive. 201, degree of difficulty 1.6 for Allison Vodo. Notre Dame leading they're at 57.85. We'll see what the score is after this. We'll see what the score is here for her. Notre Dame Prep at 57.85 in the round. 6.0, 6.5, 6.5. taking them up to 88.25. Oxford's at a 48.8 right now. Reagan Burns with a back somersault, 1.5 twist. A degree of difficulty on this one is 2.3. Ooh. Now, again, I should say the Notre Dame Prep score reflects one diver, and that's why she's probably netting such a higher score, whereas Oxford's more spread out. Again, Reagan Burns on the score here. We'll get her score shortly. 6.0, 5.0, and 4.5. Oxford at 84. I think it was 75 for the lead on that one. Kirsten Alexander, our lead diver, inward dive at a 401C, a 1.4 degree of difficulty for Kirsten Alexander. Quite a full array of diving tonight. We'll go back to swimming after this. Kirsten Alexander, we'll see what her score is. A 4.0, a 4.0, and a 4.0. That's good. She has 4:35.55. Natalie Conkle coming in with a forward 1.5 somersault, 103, degree of difficulty of 1.6. Her score right now up there is 57.25. We'll see what her... .4035 and a 3.5. Oxford at the total. Chelsea Rayum with a inward dive 401C with a 1.4 degree of difficulty. Let's see if the judges, what they thought about it. A 7.0, a 7.0, and a 6. Tristan Krajakarski with a forward 1.5 somersault, 103 with a degree of difficulty at 1.6.
That's right.
5.5, a 5.0, and a 5.5.
Sarah doing a 401C, inward dive tuck.
Sarah Kohlenberg with an inward dive, 401C again, a degree of difficulty on this one, 1.4. Executed perfectly there.
Judge 2.
Our Notre Dame Prep, 4.5, a 4.5, and a 4.5 right across the board. Allison Voto with a back somersault, 202A with a degree of difficulty there, 1.7. She's our only Notre Dame competitor in the diving tonight. So she's responsible for the big score.
Judge 1 and 2.
Allison Voto there. We'll see what her score is on this last one. And that would be 5.5, 6.5, and a 6.0, taking them to a 118.85. Reagan Burns with an inward 1.5 somersault, 403. A degree of difficulty on this one is going to be 2.2. Again, Notre Dame checking in with it was like a 118, I believe that score was for her. The final score after the last dive, 118.25. We'll see what Reagan Burns can do for Oxford here.
Judge 2.
Having some trouble with some of the judges down there with their, it sometimes can be just an electronic problem. A 5.0, a 4.0, and a 4.5. That takes Oxford to 114.815, just a little bit shy where Notre Dame Prep is right now. They're at 118.25. Again, you got to remember now, Oxford has a full array of diving competitors and Notre Dame Prep with one. Oxford standing at what, 114.15 right now. It's quite close in the competition tonight. Having a little bit of trouble with the scoreboard, I guess. Reagan Burns again last score. I think it was it. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Whether they scored that already. The electronics will be the thing that'll get you every time. You're watching Oxford Community Television. This is Oxford Swim and Dive tonight from the Natatorium here in Oxford. My name's Jim Hughes. Joe is on the bottom of the camera. We got a 2-camera shot here. If you do want a copy of this, contact our studio at 248-628-9658. You can get a copy. Quite a full gallery up here in the top side.
This is round 5. Natalie, you're doing a 201C back dive tuck.
They're still kind of, I believe they're stuck on the scoreboard here, and it's like it's stuck in the last position. Reagan Burns again got 5-0, 4-0, and a 4-5, and they can't get it off of that. It's locked up. So I'm not quite sure where we. That there, I believe, Reagan Burns. I guess we're not going to have the scoreboard for the rest of the comp, which totally makes me have to guess.
The board is not going to be correct on the scoreboard. Josie doing a 202A back 1.
I was sounding really good up to that point, and now it's going to be an all-guess thing. We're back to swimming shortly. It's always the electronics that'll get you, right? Welcome to Oxford Swim and Dive. It's good to have you with us. We're all going to guess it up here right now. I'm saying that's a 6 all the way across, okay? That's what I'm giving her. I'm giving her a 6 all the way across. That's what we're doing up here. No, she had a 5-5. They're announcing it from the bottom side. However, going into this, Notre Dame was at 118.25, Oxford at 114.15. So they're very close. Again, we hope we get the scoreboard back for the swimming part of the competition as well. And it looks like we had a pretty matched score across the board, 5-5. Again, we're going to rely on the house announcer for the score here, but putting us on edge, Oxford was only 4 points away from where Notre Dame was going before the scoreboard went haywire.
Total score is 102.05. Sarah with a 201C back dive tuck.
Again, we're relying on the house announcer as the scoreboard stuck on Reagan Burns from the last her 7th. Notre Dame checking in once again, and then it'll be back to Reagan Burns. And I believe that might be the last round.
115.65. Allison doing a 401C inward dive tuck.
A 401C inward dive tuck. This is the Allison photo from Notre Dame Prep. And then we'll be back to Reagan Burns, whose name's been on the board for the last 5. It should be Reagan Burns back up on the deck.
6.5.
As Allison Voto, and that's a 6.60.
114.15. Reagan doing a 103C for 1.5 somersault tuck.
That score's not right. Again, we're going to have to get the updated score here shortly. And this is Reagan Burns right now as she does her dive.
5.5, 4.5.
5.5, 5.5, and a 4.5.
24.80, and the total score is 138.95.
138.95 Oxford has after that last dive from
Round 6.
Reagan Burns.
Doing a 52.21B, back one somersault.
Who's that?
Twist free.
Josie up on deck right now. Ooh.
4.5. 5.5. 25.50. New score is 123.95.
123.95 Oxford score right now. We thank the house announcer for doing the update on the score.
3.5, 4, 3.5. 17.60 is the dive. Total score is 119.65. Sarah doing a 52.21B, back one somersault, half twist free.
And again, we'll be on to a full array of swimming right after this one. But we'll get the scores of the Oxford swim and dive team here, the dive part of it. Again, all the ladies doing a great job tonight into the pool. Notre Dame Prep, our solo competitor from Notre Dame is Allison Vodo.
26.35, new score is
132.
103C, forward 1.5 somersault, top.
Allison a little concerned of what her dive was called. And she is conferring with the judges to make sure they have the right call. So they do have the right call. Allison just was making sure from Notre Dame Prep, who's the solo competitor from Notre Dame tonight.
Jack, you can't see it. 6.
6 right across the board. The judges liked it.
New score is 173.55. Last and final diver is Reagan, 104C, forward 2 somersault, top.
And Reagan Burns will be our last diver of this evening. And again, it's been a full array of diving tonight. We did lose our scoreboard halfway through it all. We'll wait for the final tabulations. Again, they all did a great job. We appreciate all the support from the gallery up here. We'll get the score here.
4. Guys score 25.30, new score 164.25. That concludes diving. The pool is now open for warm-up.
Oxford Dive is just finished up with, again, another great diving competition. Again, we did lose the scoreboard halfway through it all. But, again, a lot of great things happening here. We're going to be here for another 2 more competitions. But, again, good to have you with us on Oxford Swim and Dive tonight. From the natatorium, we will actually be picking it back up with swimming in the pool, a full array of swimming. Jim Hughes for Oxford Community Television. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back to the swim portion of the competition. The girls 100 fly as they enter the pool. Megan Pavlock in lane 4 for Oxford. We have Aria Kim for Notre Dame Prep. Elena Stanzik, Notre Dame Prep, lane 5. Elise Bishop from Oxford, lane 6. and Katerina Zaleski from Notre Dame Prep. We'll see how they do. Again, we're back to a full scoreboard here. Notre Dame Prep 1, Megan Pavlock in the second, lane 4 is in 2. Aria Kim, lane 3 in 3rd place. Oxford has 2 competitors in this event. Again, we got a full line of competition still to go through. The 100 freestyle as well. We'll show Alina Stanzik at number 1 in lane 5. Megan Pavlock, lane 4 with 2. Aria Kim in 3 from Notre Dame Prep. And it'll be Oxford lane 6 with 4. And Katerina Zaleski in lane 7 with a 5th place finish. Megan Pavlock did best her time. Elise Bishop did not, but again, the best of time there with Megan Pavlock. Second event, number 7, girls 100-yard freestyle. Full line of competition here. Lane number 2, Isabella Hurst from Oxford. Mary LaRocca, lane 3, that'll be Notre Dame. Madeline Delaney, lane 4 for Oxford. Grace Simon, lane 5 for Notre Dame Prep. Kaylee Henke for Oxford in 6, and Zoe Cogswell, lane 7 for Oxford. Oxford rounding out as they will go into the 7th event of the night. Full line of diving, it was quite exciting. Joe down on the bottom on deck with the rover camera. I'm up topside with the camera that handles it all on the top side. And we do have quite a vantage point. Again, I urge anytime you want to catch some exciting diving or swimming, head on down to the natatorium. We have 2 more home games next week and the following week. Quite entertaining. Great sports here in Oxford. As this year, the girls 100-yard freestyle lane event number 7. Let's see how they do. We'll see how if they best their times as well. Grace Simon of Notre Dame Prep. Madeline Delaney, lane number 4 with 2nd. She had a 41.05, or shall I say a 119. And she didn't best herself there. We'll look at Isabella Hurst. At a 120, she did best herself. Kaylee Henke, 119 no, and Zoe Cogswell bested herself by 3. So a lot of people, a lot of our swimmers doing good in bettering their times. Which again, you'll find out swimming and diving, it's not just all about the competition, it's actually about the, your personal best as well. We have 2 more heats in this round. Lane number 1 will go, or lane 2, I should say, Lexi Hobson from Oxford. We have a full Notre Dame Prep lineup, followed in lane 3, Ruthie Evans, Ella Warner, Lexi Hunter, Haley Fox, and Catherine Schmidt, all Notre Dame Prep, lined up. Lexi Hobson's best time in the pool on this one, 1:17:42. We'll see how she does. And they're down. Again, your Oxford lane is lane number 2 with the best time of 1:17:42. We jump into the third heat of this event. We have Reagan Wolf, who actually is a lightning bolt out there at 59.29. She does it less than a minute. Oxford in lane number 2, Lexi Hobson again. Her time, 1:17.42. That's her best time on this event. We'll see how she fares tonight. Lexi is the swimmer closest to us here. And we'll see how Lexi does. Your winner is going to go to Ella Warner of Notre Dame Prep. Second place, Lexi Hunter at 109.71. And they do list Lexi Hunter with a 109.71. She was our second. Third, Ruthie Evans. Lexi Hobson, our Oxford competitor, a 114.97. She bested her time by 3. Her best time prior to this was 117.42. She's at a 114.97. Not bad at all. Third leg in the girls 100 freestyle. And then we get ready for the big one, the 500 freestyle. And that one tends to wear people out. They're up on the platform getting ready for the 500. And they're down. Tori Devine from Notre Dame Prep, lane 1. Maddie Eleonori, lane 2. From Oxford. Olivia Powell, lane 3, Notre Dame Prep. Reagan Wolf, lane 4 from Oxford. Elizabeth Gruden, 5, Notre Dame Prep. Jordan Matson, Oxford. And Alex Williams from Notre Dame Prep in 7. A full array, a full field. Again, Reagan Wolf, you're going to want to watch her. Her best time on this, 59.29. She is in lane number 4. Trying to best her time. Right next to her, Elizabeth Gruden. And it looks like Gruden is going to roll in with the number 1. No, it's actually Alex Williams at 1. 2 is Elizabeth Gruden. Reagan Wolf at a 1.27. She did not best her time. Jordan Matson, we'll see where she's at. Jordan Matson with a 101.48 and did not best her time on that one as well. That there wraps up the 3 heats of the girls 100-yard freestyle. Coming up, the big race, the 500. And then we still have some swimming after that. We have the 200-yard freestyle relay, the 100-yard backstroke, with has 2 heats in it. The girls 100 breaststroke, and the final part of the competition, the girls 400-yard freestyle relay with 4 competitors from each team. Great night of swimming tonight here in Oxford. You're watching it on Oxford Community Television. They do set up at the far end of the pool to give the swimmers, to let them know where they are and standing. Your 500 swimmers are in lane number 2, Evelyn Kelso. Lane number 3 is Grace Lintz-Velser from Notre Dame Prep. Elena May in lane 4, Oxford. Rita Najjar of Notre Dame Prep. In lane 5, lane 6 is Oxford, Alex Foster. And then lane 7, Mia Palazzi, Notre Dame Prep. And they are off for a 500 freestyle. Lane 8, heat 1 again, the length of the pool, so far 2 lengths. And this does tend to put the wear on the competitors, as the 500 will play tricks with your mind, from what we have heard Rod Charles talk about. A very well governed person doing the 500. Can still find trouble out there if they're not allowing themselves to pace themselves. You don't want to leave it all in the first or 2 or 3 laps. You want to make sure you have some for the end. Again, the 500 of all, probably the one where you want to best yourself, and a win is definitely just the coup de grace and the rest of it all, or the cherry on top of the sundae. But besting yourself in the 500 takes a lot as well. Some of the times on our 500, we'll give them to you from Oxford. Lane number 2, Evelyn Kelso, her best time at 7:10:48. Alex Foster with a 6:41.90 on the best time of the 5. So we'll see if they best it. And it's been great having you here, part of the competition, in for Rod Charles tonight. Rod Charles normally handling the detail. We'll be back again next week. We'll pick it up. I believe we have one midweek, and then a week after that from the natatorium. Happy to be there doing this again. A lot of moral support happening on the far end of the pool as teammates are gathered, and they put down signs to let the swimmers know where they are and where they stand. A lot of our diving parents have up and left. There was a pretty full gallery here a bit earlier, down obviously by the diving board. But we still have a well-represented gallery here with the swimmers. We're about halfway through the comp. You'll hear the ever so popular, I think it's a boat horn. They used to use an actual cap gun, but that got put away. Not quite sure what they use now. It's new to me right now, but I believe it's a boat horn. I should mention, if you do come to one of these, you need to bring a mask. It's still a mandated event that if you're in the audience here, you need to have a mask on, or in the hallways. Even on deck, the parents who are timing have masks on as well. So make sure you bring yourself a set of masks if you come down to the competition. Sitting at about 4:07 in the comp, as we'll be getting our cue shortly. This is really going to be a great thing for bested times. We'll see if the 2 Oxford competitors can do that. Again, the lanes that we're looking at for times as Evelyn Kelso with 7:10:48, Alex Foster with a 6:41.9. And right now we are at a 4:44 in the competition. Leading it out, we have Notre Dame Prep and Elena May of Oxford. They don't have Elena's time listed on the event, but it's a pretty cool thing that they do list the time for Oxford bested in the pool. Elena May, number 2 for Oxford, Notre Dame Prep. They are neck and neck in the pool. Will they pour it on now? Most likely they will. Alex Foster at a 5:30 right now. Elena May in with a 5:56 so far as a final, and we don't know if that was a best or not. We have Grace Lindsfelser at a 5:54 for 1 and 2. Alex Foster at 6'11". We'll see what she can do. Evelyn Kelso had a 7:10 best. She bested herself at 6:26.86 on a final. Again, we'll see what Alex Foster does, who had a 6:41.9 earlier. Alex Foster bested herself at, no, she does not. My apology. She does not at 6:46.26. However, Evelyn Kelso in lane number 2 at a 7:10 top, and now she's at 5:54. Oh no, I believe she's just coming in now. My apology. Actually, Evelyn Kelso just comes in at 7:07.57. She bests her time by about 3 seconds. So not bad at all. Oxford besting their times there. Elena May with a second finish. Grace Lindsfelser with number 1 for Notre Dame Prep. Good to see them best their times. And again, that does tire them out. The 500, a big race out there. All the parents prepare food underneath to make sure that the swimmers are able to replenish their the nutrients that they need after a 500. Coming up next, the girls' 200-yard freestyle relay. 4 competitors in each of the competitions. Lane number 2 will be Oxford. Lane 3 will be Notre Dame Prep. 4 will be Oxford, Notre Dame Prep 5. Oxford 6, Notre Dame Prep 7, and 8 Oxford. And they're down. They do list them as a relay, A, B, and C team. The A team in lane 5, B team in lane 3, C team in lane 7. Again, it's all about personal best. But that's how Oxford lists their strongest competitors in this event. 4 per lane. And Oxford right now is in second, as they have pretty much all night long. Again, not really worried about the competition, more about the personal besting yourself. Our third swimmer down for the 4-leg swim. And then we'll have 2 events in the 100-yard backstroke, 2 heats, I should say. And then we have the girls 100 breaststroke and the girls 400 freestyle relay, and that'll round out the competition. Not quite sure if Oxford's going to fare well tonight, but again, a lot of personal bests were gained in the pool tonight. As long as you're besting your time, you can be proud of that. We got to thank Joe tonight. He's on camera down and below with the Rover. He's also the director, producer. He does just about everything. And he did tell me on the way up, he said, it is slippery down there. We normally set up down there, but thought it'd be better if I came up here, obviously. And I'll be honest with you, we should have been up here as the announcing part of the program all the time. You get a better vantage point of what's going on from the top side. Notre Dame Prep's Relay 1 looks like they're doing fairly well. And they'll roll in with a first place Oxford and second as the other teams roll in for the relay. 2 heats in the next one, the 100-yard backstroke. Again, we got 2 heats in our next competition. Girls 100-yard backstroke. We'll list the lane assignments. Lane number 3, Ella Warner of Notre Dame Prep. Molly Antonou, who we talked to Mike, who used to help us out with video. Mike's daughter from Oxford. Her best time in the pool on this, 1:33.58. Katrina Zaleski of Notre Dame Prep and Chanel Issa, all Notre Dame Prep except for one Oxford competitor. That would be lane 4, Molly Antonou. Again, Mike, early on in his younger days, was part of the team at OCTV. Would film some games and video, video meetings and that. Came right up and said hello, and I remembered who he was. Sometimes they don't always do good on names, but Mike assured me his daughter was out there having a great time in the pool and was happy Oxford Television was bringing more sports as we do. Again, Molly is our Oxford competitor in lane number 4. Great to have you along with us. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. Thank you for watching OCTV tonight. Or I should say, whenever you're watching this. We are taping this tonight at the natatorium. So if you're catching it in the afternoon or the morning, we hope you're enjoying it when you're watching it. Also available on YouTube as well, on demand. Once again, it's always great to bring sports here to Oxford. Molly looks like she's going to roll in with a second, and her time there is 1:37.12. She does not best her time, but she does roll in with a second for Oxford. Second heat in the competition will list a full lineup. Lane number 1, Hannah Hutchinson for Notre Dame Prep. Kira Solotis of Oxford for lane 2. Aria Kim of Notre Dame Prep. Megan Pavlock, lane number 4. Oxford. Emma Selsa of Notre Dame Prep. Elsie Bishop of Oxford. And Grace Lindfelser. Megan Pavlock with a 1:09.53 is her best time on the event here. Elsie Bishop at a 1:14.53. Followed by 2 races after that, and then we'll be concluded for the nighttime. Quite a great night of competition here in the natatorium. We will get a score for the full competition. Again, it has been a strong Notre Dame Prep night, but again, it's not all about the competition, it's more about personal best. The girls 100 backstroke here. So we're looking at Molly's time at 1:33.58. Or shall I say we're into the second round? My apology. We're looking at time for Megan Pavlock at a 1:09.53. Elsie Bishop at a 1:14.53. Notre Dame Prep showing strong again. Megan Pavlock giving a little bit of a trouble there. She's rolling in with a second. Megan's best time on the event again, 1:09.53. As they will roll through, we'll see what happens. Emma Chelsea wins at a 1:04.77. Megan Pavlock at 110.77. And she just barely best her time. No, she does not best her time. Elsie Bishop with a 116. They have done better in the pool on that event, but again, still rolling out with personal best tonight as well. Next event on the docket will be the event number 11, the girls 100-yard breaststroke. And then we will finish it all out with a 400-yard freestyle relay, which involves 4 for each. And quite a great night of swimming here, and of course diving in the natatorium. Lane assignments for event number 11. Lane number 1, Lexi Hunter from Notre Dame Prep. Bella Delano, lane number 2 for Oxford. Tessa Bohm of Notre Dame, lane 3. Nora Wright in 4. Alina Stanzik from Notre Dame Prep. Christina Myers, lane 6 for Oxford. And Lauren Chinaki. Best times on the pool for this one. Bella Delano at 129.17. Nora Wright with a 125.17. And Christina Byers at a 126.47. We'll see if they can best themselves. Again, that's one sport here. You got to realize that it is about the competition. It is about the win and who gets the notch on the belt. But it's also about besting yourself. And the girls put a lot of time into this in the pool early mornings and late afternoons. Quite a great program the Oxford High School has here amongst the other programs. We hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are and want a copy of this event, like anything else, contact our studio at 628-9658. And you can pick up a copy of this for your archives. Christina Myers at 124.88. She best herself there. Nora Wright with 124.38 and best herself. Bella Delano with a 128, and she does all 3 of them from Oxford best themselves in the pool. Again, good stuff there from Oxford. Notre Dame Prep in with a 1, Oxford and 2. Oxford rolls in with Nora Wright with a 3rd place finish at 124.38, and Nora does best herself. Next on the docket, it's our final event. It's event number 12, the girls 400-yard. No, I believe, hold on here, let's see, is that where we're at? Yes. It's our 400-yard freestyle relay. That'll be the final event of the night. 4 for each team. Lane assignments. Oxford or Notre Dame Prep in lane 2, Notre Dame Prep 3, Oxford in 4, Notre Dame Prep 5, Oxford 6, Notre Dame Prep in 7. 4 competitors in each of this leg, and that'll wrap up the competition. We will get a score, and we again thank you for being a part of the program tonight. Our time here, we have 1 time available. The Oxford team in lane number 4, and that is listed as our A relay team, has a 4:09 on this. Roughly about 4 competitors, a minute down, a minute back, gives you about 4 minutes. Oxford best at this 4:09, even. We'll see if they can best themselves. We will take a break right after this one. We'll be back in a moment after the race We'll pick it back up with weather on the final score of the event. As the third leg of our comp is in, and now we'll get ready for number 4 to hit the be up on the block. And this should be our 4th and final lap on the track as they're into the pool. And we'll see if Oxford Relay A can best themselves at 4:09. My apology, that was our 3rd leg, now the 4th leg. I was looking at our time and realized as of right now, though, Oxford A relay team is at 2:30 as number 4 will drop in, so they could be ahead of themselves here. Oxford A relay team. Let's see what they can do. 4:09 is the current time. Got to make sure the girls line up as they drop in right when the other one hits the wall. This should be the final part of it all. Relay team from Notre Dame Prep doing well. Oxford in with a second at 3:04. They need to beat 4:09 to best themselves. Will they do it? Relay team number A for Notre Dame Prep at 3:28. Oxford's relay at 3:32. Right behind her. It should be the last lap for that part of the team. Notre Dame Prep Relay A is way ahead of the competition. We'll see what her team's going to be, but we have Oxford right behind her. Relay A at 3:57. We'll see what Oxford can do. Oxford does best themselves at 4:03.47. Their best time in the pool was 4:09. They walk in with get 6 better than themselves, and they come in with a 2nd place slot. So congratulations to that Oxford relay team. 2nd place finish in the race, and they bested themselves by, I will say, 5. They're at 4:03.47. Their best time was 4:09. Congratulations to all our swimmers. Congratulations to our parents as our final swimmers are making their way to the last lap here. It's been a great competition. We again will be back next week from the natatorium. We hope you'll be able to join us as the natatorium is lit up, cheering on the last few people swimming, and they will continue to cheer until that last swimmer crosses the finish line. Still showing the lane number 2 as an active lane. Notre Dame Prep, and the announcer even said, let's cheer her on. She's doing her best. She brings it home in what will be a great night of swimming here at the natatorium. And once again, lane number 2 from Notre Dame Prep, Relay D, they come in at a 5:29. Again, it's been great. We're going to take a slight break. We'll be right back. This has been Oxford Swim and Dive on Oxford Community Television. We'll wait for the final score from the natatorium. Back in a moment.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Back with you on Oxford Community Television as we wrap up another swim in the natatorium. Again, I go and say this, it's not really all about the victory. It's more about personal bests. A lot of personal bests tonight with the competition. A lot of our swimmers besting themselves. A lot of our divers doing a great job as well. Our final score, as we well expected, we saw Notre Dame in front most of the competition. Notre Dame Prep rolls in with a 118 to an Oxford 67. However, again, a lot of times in the pool have gotten bested, and that's the important thing. Again, on behalf of myself, Jim Hughes, I want to thank Joe on the bottom side with the rover and helping me out up here in the natatorium up here in the gallery. We'll be back again next week with more. Again, the final score, Notre Dame Prep 118, Oxford 67. From the natatorium, I'm Jim Hughes for Oxford Community Television. Have a great night, everybody.